This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, good morning all. So in this tutorial, we will learn HTML codes here. We will learn HTML codes. So in this codes, so we have available codes like, so here we learn HTML codes. So here we learn HTML codes here. In this HTML codes, we have like block code. So we have block code. I'm just writing block code. So we have block code and we have Q. So Q is for quotations. So we have ABBR. ABBR stands for abbreviation. So ABBR tag stands for abbreviation. So we have address tag. So we have address, and we have site tag. We have site tag. We have BDO. So BDO stands for bidirectional override. We can override the text. We can change the text using this BDO. So in the block code. So here the block code stands for. So the block codes are generally displayed with the intended left and right margins. So it will give some space between right and left margin, and little bit of extra space is added in the above and below section. So the block quote is a long type of quotations, which is usually defines that it defines the section that the quoted from another source. The block quote is defines that it is a section that quoted from another resource. So that is the use of this block quote. So in the block quote we can use long type of quotation. So in this here we can use that site tag is used to describe the reference to create the text here. A reference to create the link or text, which it will give the reference where you can copy the code from. So that is the use of this block quote. And here, so we have quotation marks. In these quotations, this for the short inline quotations, we can use this HTML quotation mark. That is a Q tag. For the short inline quotations, we can use this quotation mark. And you can come to this abbreviation tag. So this abbreviation tag denotes that abbreviation. Here we can use the title tag. We can inside of this abbreviation we can use this title tag, which provide the full expansion of the abbreviation. So the title tag will give the full expansion of this abbreviation tag. Next, coming to this address tag. So address tag is states that, so it will provide the making contact address. So it will provide the making contact address. For the web pages oftenly include the postal address. So if you include the postal address in the web pages, so they provide the special tag. The HTML can provide the special tag, that is address tag. So the address usually in the italic format. So next, BDO means BDO stands for bidirectional override. In this HTML, the BDO tags usually override the current text direction. So it will text written from right to left. So in that we can use the directions RTL and LTL. RTL stands for right to left, LTL stands for left to right. So we can use this BDO direction. Next, we can see the example for this HTML quotations. Open this Visual Studio here. So here I'm just creating a new program. So here I'm just creating this new program. Click on this Control N. Now I just create a new program and save with blockquotes.html. Blockquote blockquote.html. Click on the save. There you get program here. Now there you get program here. I just remove this one, or else we can comment this one. So here no need to. So here I'm just put it in the comment. I don't want this one. So don't worry, we'll explain at the later sessions. So in the future sections, we'll explain about this meta tags. So here should give the name as HTML quotations. So HTML quotations. HTML quotations. In the HTML quotations, first we have the block quote. So here we just write block quote. So here we just created the block quote. So after the block quote, we just created this block quote, right? We just copy the, if you want to, whether which quote you want, you can copy this quote. So I'm just open this Chrome here. Just open this Chrome. So here I'm just typing quotes. I'm just typing the quotes here. So if you type the quotes here, so then you get the quotes here. I just go down. I'm just selecting the quotes here. So we have this popular quotes, right? I'm just clicking on this one. So if you click on this one, there you get the quotes here. So I'm just copy this quote. So or else you can copy this one. So you just copy this one and paste it inside of this block quote. So we just paste it inside of this block quote. Now we just paste it here. So after that, here I'm just writing this famous quote is said by Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein. So here for this Albert Einstein, I'm just giving the like two spaces here. So here we just copy this Albert Einstein. So who said this famous quote? Albert Einstein. I just copy this Albert Einstein and paste it in our program using the site tag. So here I'm just writing the site tag. Now we can run this one on the browser. So if you run this one on the browser, look at this one. So there you got a block quote here. So like this, we can having this block quote. So this is set by Albert Einstein. So this is used for the long type of quotation. Not only this one, we can use any one of this one. So here I'm just using this one, right? So here for this block quote, we just use the site tag for the reference. So the site tag which refers the creative work here. This site tag which will refer the work where you can copy this block code. So here in this site we can use. So I'm just copying this codes from this website, right? I'm just copy this URL, which will give this reference here. It will give the reference here. Look at this one. If you run this on the browser, if you run this one, nothing will changes here. It is just for reference. If you want to view this one, click on this Control U. You can view the source code here. So there you get site tag. So it will give the reference for this where we can copy this code here. So I'm just close this one. So like this, we can create this codes here. So if you want to increase this code, like if you want to increase this size of this one, so we can use the inline style. You can write font size. We can write the font size. Font size, I'm writing the 20 pixels. Now we can run this one. If you run this one, so there you got the font size 20 pixels. Not only this one, we can also write inside of this block code. We can also write. So look at this here. We just write manually with these quotation marks. So if you want to use this quotation mark as a tags, we can use a Q tag here. I just show. So here I'm just typing. So I'm taking another block code. So I'm taking another block code. Click on this one. I'm taking another block code. So for this block code, I'm taking the paragraph. So here, just taking lorem 40. So now you can run this one on the browser. So we can also take this paragraphs. We run this one. So look at this one. There you get the paragraph here. Like this, we can have in the paragraphs, and we can also apply. We can also apply. You can also apply here. I'm taking the H1 lorem 40. So here we can run this one on the browser. So there you get H1 here. Like this, we can also apply H1. So look at this one. So if you want to apply color for this block code, we can apply this color. So for applying these colors, just go for here. So here we just write style tag. Using this style tag, we can apply this color. So here I'm writing the color blue here. Now you can write this color as a blue, and we can run this one. There you get the blue color here. Like this, we can apply the color for this blue. So if you want to apply this font size for this paragraph, again you can take inside of this paragraph, you can take the style tag. Here we can change this font size. The font size for this font size. So here we can give like 30 pixels. Now we can run this one on the browser. So we can change this font size also. Like this, we can apply paragraph on H1 inside of this block code. Next, we can also take, so here we can take the Q tag here. In the Q tag, we can write here also. So in the Q, we can write here also. I'm just explain here. So here I'm taking one more paragraph. For this paragraph, I'm taking lorem 30. So click on this enter. Now we can run this one. If you run this one on the browser, so there you get the paragraph here. For this paragraph, we need to apply quotations. So we need to apply the quotations. So for this applying the quotations, so here I'm just undo this one. You can Control Z. So here I'm just taking the quotation marks. So here I'm just taking the quotation mark. Inside of quotation, I'm just taking this lorem 20. Now we can run this one. So if you run this one on the browser, so there you get quotation mark here. Look at this one, there you get quotation mark. If you want to see this quotation mark, we just give the font size for this one. So here I'm just giving the font size. I'm taking the inline style. So for this style, we should write font size. So I'm just writing the font size. So here I'm just giving 30 pixels. Now we can run this one. See, look at this one. So there you get quotation marks. For this quotation marks also you can give the color here. So for this paragraph, I'm just giving the color. So color, I'm just giving the indigo. So now we can run this one on the browser. So look at this one, the color it changes to indigo. So we can also apply some background color. Like for this block quote also we can give the background color. So here I'm just giving the background color. Look at this one, I'm just giving background color indigo, and should give the color as white. So color white here. Now you can run this one on the browser. Now there you get like this. So you can apply this background color and that color for this text here. So like this we can also apply. If you want to apply this background color for this body, so we can also apply using style tag style. So here I'm just writing the background color. So background color I'm taking khaki. Now you can run this one on the browser. So look at this one. So there you get background here. So like this we have black coat and codes here. Now we can go for, so we can go for ABBR tag abbreviation. So abbreviation will give the full name of abbreviation. So here I'm just taking H2. So inside of H2 I'm just writing DW3C. W3C stands for World Wide Web Consortium. So here for this World Wide Web Consortium, I should kept in this W3C in the ABBR tag. So I'm taking the ABBR. The ABBR I'm just writing W3C. So I'm just writing W3C. This W3C stands for, we just write the title tag. Inside of title, we can write World Wide Web Consortium. World Wide Web. World Wide Web Consortium. So this is that we can write the W3C. This W3C so is the W3C is the main international standard organization standard organization. This is the main standard organization. So it was founded in, so here it was founded in, it was founded in Tim Berners-Lee. Who was a founder? It was founded Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee, who is a founder of this web development. If you run this one on the browser, so look at this one. We having, so here we having text here. If you hover on this one, so look at this. There is a tooltip will appear like World Wide Web Consortium. So like this abbreviation will be work here. The abbreviation we can give the title tag itself. We can use this title tag for full actions of this abbreviation. So like this we can apply this abbreviation tag. Not only this one, we can take this WHO also. So here I'm taking abbreviation tag. So for this abbreviation tag, we can write world. So here I'm just writing. So here I'm taking WHO. WHO, who stands for World Health Organization. World Health Organization. The World Health Organization. Now you can run this one on the browser. If you run this one, so there you get text here. If you hover on this one, so there you get abbreviation tag. So like this, we having this abbreviation tag. Next, we can go for, so we have address tag to making the contact address. So we can use the address tag. Like we can provide web pages having postal address. For this providing the postal address, we can use this address tag. So here I'm taking the address tag, address. So in this address, so we can give, so here I'm just typing Alex Foundation. So I'm taking Alex Foundation. For this Alex Foundation, I'm taking the BR here to break the line. So after that, so we can give this address here. So we can give address. So here I'm giving 233 something G here. So 11 Avenue. So I'm just giving, I'm taking break tag. So BR here. Now just copy this. So here we just give. After that, I'm taking some viewpoint here. I'm just taking this mountain view. So like some pin code. So here I'm just giving AC, some numbers here, like US. So we can call it as USA. So like this, we can provide the address in the postal code, the website. Now we can run this one on the browser. If you run this one on the browser, look at this one. So there you get address here. So here, there you get address here. If you want to increase this size, we can increase this address tag. So using inline style, I'm just giving this one using this style tag. So click on this style. So sorry, apply the styles here and just apply the font size 30 pixels, and we need a color. So here color, I'm taking dark red or dark magenta. Now we can run this one on the browser. So look at this one. So there you get here address. So if you want to make this bold, we can make this bold. So here we can make this bold as like we have a property like font weight. So font weight, so we just like bolder. If we run this one on the browser, see like bolder here. Now here bolder text. So like this we can apply bolder text here. I'm just removing this one. So we need color red here. Now we need color red. You can run this one. So there you get here. Now, so look at this one. We need to change the font family also. Look at this one. We need to change the font family. So here we change this font family. We having so property font family we having. So here I'm taking one more font family. So like one more font properties. I'm taking the font family here. In the font family we have like I'll just take the cursor here. Now we can run this one on the browser. So you look at this one, we can change the font family also using font properties. Like this, we're having this quotations. So last one, we have bidirectional override. So what is the bidirectional override? Here I'm taking H1. So for this H1, I'm just writing. So this text will be written in right to left. Right to left here. Now here we should write. So here I'm just taking the BDO tag. So in this BDO tag, I've just cut this BDO and close here after the paragraph. After the text, I just close this BDO tag. Now we just use this attribute like, so in this BDO, we can use the direction attribute, dir. So we use the direction attribute which sends the direction here. I'm just using this RTL. So now we can use this RTL. Now we can run this one on the browser. So I'm just run this one on the browser. Look at this one. So the text will be flows right to left here. So I will show one more example here. So first I just explain. I'm taking the H1 here. For this H1, so here I'm just taking the H1. So for this H1 I'm typing welcome. So welcome to my page. Welcome to my page here. Now you can run this one on the browser. So there you get welcome to my page here. So there you get welcome to my page here. Look at this one. So for this text, I'm just change the direction. I'm change the direction here. For this changing direction, we can write bidirectional override. So here I'm taking the BDO tag. So BDO tag I'm just taking. So here we can cut this BDO tag and paste it after the text here. I'm just taking after the text. So here we can use this attribute like dir. Dir stands for direction. Then this direction we can write the RTLs here. Now we can reload this page. So there you get expected output here. Like see, it will flow from right to left. Like this, we having this quotations in the HTML. Like this, we having quotations in HTML. Now we can go for colors. Now we can go for another tutorials, that is HTML colors. So here we just explain HTML color. So in these tutorials, we can learn the HTML colors. So the colors are very important to given like good looking look and feel of your website. So the website we can so this color will be applied for the look and feel of your website. So you can specify the color on page using this color tag. We can specify this color tags using color tag here. This HTML color coding methods. So in the HTML, the color coding methods will be calculated. Like it will divide it into three formats, like color names, color names. Like you can use the color names. These color names, we can specify the color name directly. Like we can red, green, blue. So like this. So we can specify the color name directly. Next we have HTML color. So like we have hexadecimal code, like hexa. So hexa code. In this hexa code, they have 6 digits code will be represented in the amount of the 6 digits code will be represented in the amount of red, green, and blue here. So like this, we having this one, and we also having one more like a color decimal or percentage values, or we can give percentage, color decimal or percentage values. So in this color decimal and percentage values, these values are so using like RGBA. You can use values like RGBA, and we use HSL. So like this. So here the predefined colors will be the HTML. The predefined colors will be like with the predefined colors will be, we have RGB and we have HSL and we have RGBA and we have HSLA. We have HSLA. So like this, the predefined colors will be divided. So look at this one, the W3C, according to the W3C standards. So W3C standards. So the HTML is provided for this W3C standards. The HTML is provided 16 standard colors. So they provided 16 standard colors. So like we have black color, red color, white color, we have green color, and we have yellow, and we have lime color, and we have gray. So we have fuchsia, and we have purple color, maroon. So maroon, we have silver color, we have olive, olive color, and we have navy and teal here. So like this, they provide 16 standard colors like black, red, white, green, yellow, lime, gray, fuchsia, purple, maroon, silver, olive, navy, teal. So like this, the standard colors will provide by. So we have missing this one, blue here, blue color. Like this, the 16 standards color provided by W3C standards. So look at this one. This HTML course is defined using this HTML colors are defined by using hexadecimal codes. This HTML colors defined using hexadecimal. So for this hexadecimal notations, so here this HTML colors defined using hexadecimal notations means symbols. So we can use a symbol using hash here. So they use it to write this HTML code using this hash symbol or notations. So this, well, we can use the hash and a combination of, but the combination of red, green, blue here. This HTML, we can call it as like hexadecimal color code systems. So hexadecimal color code system. So we can call it as hexadecimal color code system. In this hexadecimal, so stands for 6 here. 6, and the 6 we have, so here small a to f alphanumeric, and we can also write capital A to f. So it will calculate it like this. Here decimal stands for, so 0 to 9 here, so we can calculate 10. Decimal stands for 10, and here 0 to 9, that is 10. So here totally we can, so we have 16 decimal colors. Hexadecimal we having 16 colors. Hexadecimal, this 16 colors will be calculated like this: 0, 1, 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so 9. So in the 10 onwards, so in the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So here this 13, 14, 15. Now here onwards we can calculate it as A, we can calculate it as B, so we can calculate it as C, we can calculate it as D, we can calculate it as E, and F. The highest value is F here. This highest value is F here. The highest value for hexadecimal is F. F value is 15, A value is 10, B value is 11, C value is 12, D value is 13, E value is 14. Like this, the hexadecimal codes will be calculated. Next, this primary colors. We have the primary colors, right? For every, in the universe, we having these primary colors only. By mixing up these colors, we can produce a number of colors. I will tell you these primary colors. So we having decimal numbers. Red is the primary color. This is having 0 to 255, so that is 256 decimals. So here like this we having, and we have green here. So for this green also 0 to, so 0 to 255, then that indicates that, so we have 256 bytes, 256 decimals here. For this 256, and blue also same, the highest value is 255, so it will count from 0 onwards. The total values is 256, 255. So we have 256 decimals. So we're having the 256 decimals. Each color code having this 256, 256, 256. Now by mixing up these primary colors, like we can mixing up this primary colors like red and blue, and red, green, and blue here. So by mixing of these primary colors, like we can use that 256 multiplied with 256 multiplied with 256. So we can produce 16 billion colors. Nearly we can produce 16 billion colors in the HTML by mixing up these primary colors. So we can produce like this. The every color codes will be represented. So here the every color code is represented. So every color code is represented in the 2-digit format. 2-digit. So that is, so it will, red stands for RR and blue stands for BB and green stands for GG. So like this, we can use this hexadecimal notation as RR, BB, GG. So like this, we can use this hexadecimal. In this hexadecimals, we having long hexacode and short hexacode. So here, the least value is, the least decimal value is 0. So the least decimal value, no color indicates the dark color, that is black color. Here 0 stands for black. Dark color, it indicates the black color. The highest color, so highest color stands for F. F is 15, so that is white color. Highest stands for white color. So we have few more colors will available in HTML. Few more colors so will be in HTML. So like we have tomato, and we have orange, Dodger blue. So we have Dodger blue. So we have medium sea green, and we have gray color. So gray color we already discussed. Slate blue color, and we have violet. So we have violet color, and we have light gray color. So we have light gray color. Similarly, these colors will be also available in HTML. Here, so as we discussed in the starting onwards, these color codes will be like, so here RGB, HSL, RGBA, HSLA. So here RGB stands for the color codes. RGB stands for, so here RGB stands for red, green, and blue here. So syntax for RGB is, we can write the RGB like this. So here we can provide the least values 0, 0. This stands for, least value stands for black color. So we can write the black color, and we can use RGB. So here we just write F, F. So there is no F here. So we have RGB values like 255. So 255 is the highest one, right? 255 and 255. So here this stands for white color. So white color. Now RGBA. So here we can take highest value 255. Here red is present. So remaining will be absent. That is green absent and blue absent. So here this color stands for. So this color stands for red color. The color stands for red color. And we have RGB and red is absent. We can take green is present, like you can give 255 comma, and again the blue is absent. So here we take 0. So this is indicate that. So here this is indication for green color. Green color. Next we have RGB. So here I'm take 0. Red is absent. Green is also absent. I'm taking blue is present. So for this blue, this stands for blue color. Blue color. Like this, the RGB will be calculated. This RGB values red, green, blue. So this is the syntax for writing RGB. Next, you can go for HSL. So you can go for HSL. HSL is stands for hue, saturate, lightness. Lightness. So hue, saturation, lightness. Lightness here. So this is stands for hue, saturation, lightness. This hue, saturation, hue is calculated with degrees. So hue color will be calculated using degrees here. So here we can calculate it 0 to 360 degrees. 360 degrees. So here 120 stands for green color, and 240 stands for blue color. Blue color. So like this, that is 0 to 119 is a red color, 120 to 239 is a green color. Here remaining 240, 242, 360. So it will comes to blue color. Like this, the hue will be calculated. Hue is calculated with degrees itself. So 360 degrees, we use DEZ as a shortcut. Next, you can use the saturation. Saturate. This saturation. So saturation is a with percentage value. Saturation is calculated with percentage values. Here we can calculate 0% to 0% to 100%. So we can calculate 0 to 100% here. So like this we can calculate saturation. Here the saturation 100% gives. So in that 100% will give pure color. Pure color means original color will be displayed in the saturation. So whereas you can give the 50%. So light shades of black, light shades of gray. So if you give 0%, it will give the gray color. Gray color. Now you can go for this lightness. So this lightness is also calculated as the percentages. So here I'm taking 0% to, so 0% to 100%. So here I'm taking 0% to 100%. So here, if you give 100% in the lightness, so it will turn to white color. White color. If you give the 0%, so it will give the dark color. That is a black color. So if you give the 50%, so 50% of shades of black here. Shades of black here. So like this work in a hue saturation lightning. This is a syntax for writing HSL. So here, so we can write 50 degrees, comma, 80%, 80%, comma, and we can give 70%. So like this, we can write the syntax for HSL. So we can write this HSL. Here, RGBA. RGBA and HSL. So here stands for alpha. Alpha, that is to 0. So here alpha stands for, alpha is a value that is 0 to 0.9. 0 to 0.9, it will give the values. So here we can write the alpha for the transparency. We can apply the transparency for this RGBA for the HSLA combination. We can use the alpha character here. So like this, the colors will be calculated in the HTML. So I just show the example for this colors. Just open this. So here I'm just open this new program. I'm just typing with. So here I'm just typing color.html. Now for this color.html, I can take this program. So here I'm just removing this one, or else you can put it in the comments. Now here we just write the title as HTML colors. So here I'm just writing the title. So HTML colors. So I'm just typing the HTML colors here. Now here I'm just taking H1. So here I'm just writing HTML color using, so using RGBA. So using RGB. So if you run this one on the browser, so there you get HTML color RGB here. So here in this RGB, we can write the syntax. So here I'm taking this internal style sheet, internal style. So for this internal style, you just write using the style tag. So here I'm taking the style tag. For this style tag, I'm taking this H1 tag selector. So for this tag selector, we can write this color. We can write the color as, so here I can type this RGB. So here first we can give the list color. So list color, we can give the list color. What will happen? So look at this one. They're having RGB list color having block. Nothing will change here. Nothing will change here. Next we can go for highest colors. So here highest color, we just give 255. So I'm just give the highest color as 255, comma 255, comma 255. So if you give the highest color, it will give the white color. Now if you run this one, see, look at this one, they're having the white color. Look at this one, this paragraph having the white color using this RGB. Now, so like this, we can apply this RGB colors. So here I'm just giving RGB 0. So red present, green absent, blue also absent. So like this, if you give this one, there you get the red color. If you run this one on the browser, so look at this one, there you get the red color. If you want a green color, we just remove this one. So here I'm just removing this one. I'm taking 0, comma 255, 255, comma 0. So now we can run this one. So there you get green color. Now we just remove this one. So here, so red absent, green is also absent, blue is present. Now we can run this one, blue color. So like this we can apply these colors here. So here I'm just showing all these colors. So we are just taking H1, right? So here, so for this one I'm just taking, so here I'm taking H2. Here I'm taking the H2, and here I'm taking the H3. Here I'm taking the H3. Now we can write this tags here. H2, I'm writing this one. So first one, RGB, right? So for this RGB, first one is red here. Red is present, 0, 0. Now just copy this one. I just copy this color and paste it here. I just paste it here. And I take one more copy. I just copy this one and paste it here. So here I'm just giving one more like H3. So for this one, so here I'm just deleting this one. So here we can give comma 255. So here we can give, just removing this one, 0, green is present, right? So here we can take the 255 comma 0. Now we can run this one. So look at this one. So red, green, blue, like this we can apply red, green, blue here. Now we can go for, so here we can go for hexadecimal. So we just go for hexadecimal color. So how can you go for hexadecimal color? So here, so HSL, we can see that. So hexadecimal, in this hexadecimal, so we having list value is 0, right? So 0. So hexadecimal is denoted with hash here. So this 0 indicates stands that black color. So we can write long hexacode. We can write also short hexacode. So for this short hexacode, we can write for this 0 is, we can write the 3 zeros. So this is also stands for, so this is also stands for black color. If you write this white color, so we can give the highest value FF, FF. This is stands for white color. So like this, we can take the white and black color. If you give the red color, F00, it stands for red color, and F0, F0, 0F0 is stands for green color. Now we can stands for 00 F, it stands for blue color. So like this, we having hexadecimal color codes. So here, just go to this Visual Studio, just removing this one. Just remove this color here. Now here, in this RGBA, I'm just using hexa here, hexa. So here also I'm just giving this hexa. So I'm just giving the hexa here, and here also. So I'm giving hexa. Now just given this hexa, so I'm just 0000 FF stands for blue color. So here we just change this name. So this one also. So here we just give the ash. So I'm just taking this one. So here 00 FF 00. So it will stands for green. So here I'm just taken this one. So ash. So here I'm just removing this one. FF 00. So 00. This stands for red color. So like this, we having this red color. So if you run this one, see, look at this one, same output for the hexadecimal colors. So mostly we can use the hexadecimal colors. So next, coming to this RGBA. RGBA, how do you take this RGBA? So here for this hexadecimal colors, so I'm just changing this font size like 40 pixels. So here also I'm just copying this one. I'm just copy this font sizes and paste it every program. So every tag I'm just giving the equal font size. So here I'm just giving this equal font size. Now you can run this one on the browser. So there you get equal font size. For this equal font size, here I'm just giving the background color. See, look at this one. I'm just giving the background color. Background color, I'm taking RGBA. So in this RGBA, so here we can write red, green, blue, alpha here. I'm just removing this one. So we having I'm just removing this one. Here we having, I'm just give the black color 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0. So here point, I'm just giving 0.9 here, 0.8. Now we can run this one on the browser. So look at this one, they're having, see look at this one, they're having 0.8 transparency. So if we give the 1 here, 0.1, if we run this one on the browser, see look at this one, like this we can reduce this transparency of the color. If you give 1 means, if you give 1 means, it will give the full color. So like this we can apply this transparency for, we can apply the transparency for using RGBA. Now we can go for HSL. So here HSL, how can you apply HSL for this color? So for the second one, I'm just giving, so here HSL syntax. So here I'm taking, so here I'm using HSL. So for this HSL, we can write HSL. So here I'm just giving 120. I'm told the green color, right? So 120 comma 80%. If you give 100%, it will give the pure color. Next we having, I'm just giving the 70%. See, look at this one having the green color. If you run this one on the browser, so there you get a green color here. Like this, we can use the HSL. So in the HSL, what happens if we give the 100% color? So if you give the 100% color, so look at this one. So it will turn to white color. It will turn to white color. So don't give the 100% for here. If I give the 0% as the lightness, if I give the 0% as a lightness, look at this one, the color it changes to a black color. So like this, we having this lightness. I'm just giving to 80% here. So for this saturation, we can give the 100%. It will turn as pure color. If you give the 50%, what will happen? So look at this one. If you give the 50% light shades of gray, 50% of color will be visible. Look at this one having light shades of gray here. So if you give the 0% as a saturation, if you run this one, so if you run this one, see look at this one, there is a gray color here. Like this, we having gray color. So here we just give the 100%. So like this, they having saturation HSL. So like this, the color codes will be calculated in a HTML. So this is about color codes and HTML quotations. So I hope you understand this one, right? So thanks for listening.